I have not seen a single hadith where any Jew or Christian argued.
Okay, and I'm going to humiliate you because I'm going to quote your hadith where your prophet said Fatima was too young for Abu Bakr and Umar to marry. See, I'm going to humiliate you. See, you don't know who you're talking to. Now, let me show you that. I'm going to quote your hadith where Fatima, who was a teenager, and your prophet said she was too young for Abu Bakr and Umar, who are in their 40s.
So my argument was, what was my argument? I said no Jew or Christian complained.
Yeah, but I gave you better. So you're saying the Jew and Christian is better than your prophet? Who is better, the Jew or Christian or your prophet, peace be upon, who said Fatima's too young?
But then it says, Aisha said she's young, then Ali proposed marriage to her.
No, Ali, because he was comparable age. He was in the same age. He wasn't older than her. Hold on, let me try to see why it's not opening.
I got this right here, Sam. Narrate from Abdullah that the father said Abu Bakr and Umar, may Allah be pleased with them, proposed marriage to Fatima.
Yes,
the Messenger of Allah said she is young. Then
Yep.
Ali proposed marriage.
Okay, so do you agree with your prophet or the Jews and Christians when your prophet said to them, she's too young for Abu Bakr and Umar, and he didn't marry them off, even though if we go by the Islamic sources, if Fatima was born 605, that means she was around 9 years old when they wanted to marry her. But if we go with a later date, 615, she was 19. And Abu Bakr would have been 51 and Umar would have been 41. So if Abu Bakr was 51 and Umar 41, that's their age, too old for Fatima, who would have been 9 or 19, then what does it say about your prophet who was 54 and he mounted a 9-year-old?
Yeah, when he got the revelation from the angel to Aisha.
Now change the argument. You see how he changed the argument? First it was, no, hold on, let me repeat your argument. No Jew or Christian complained, but I then quoted your prophet complaining about her being too young to marry people that old.
Yeah.
Now you're saying, but Muhammad is okay because the revelation came to him saying, even though you're too old, it's okay, you can still mount a 9-year-old. So which argument do you want to use?
No, my argument is yeah, there was no one complaining at that time. Simple.
If your prophet is complaining about his daughter being too young for a 50-year-old and a 40-year-old, what do you mean no one's complaining?
He wasn't happy with it. Simple. He said she's young.
She's too young for a 40-year-old and a 50-year-old. Do you agree with your prophet that a 40-year-old or 50-year-old is too old for a 9-year-old or a 19-year-old?
Yeah, he said okay. She's
yeah.
young.
Okay, you said yeah, right? So let me repeat. So a 40-year-old man or a 50-year-old man is too old for a 9-year-old and a 19-year-old. That's what your prophet said. So you agree with that?
According to some parents,
what some parents? No. Your prophet, Allahu Akbar, your prophet complained Abu Bakr and Umar are too old for my daughter because Abu Bakr would have been in his 50s, Umar would have been in his 40s, and his daughter Fatima would have either been 9 or 19. So he's saying the age gap is too wide. They're too old. She's too young. Do you agree? Yes or no?
Yeah, he said that.
Okay, good. So your prophet just said a man who's 40s or 50s is too old for a 9-year-old or 19-year-old. So why was your prophet not too old for a 9-year-old Aisha?
Because I just told you.
Oh, because he got wahi, revelation.
Yes.
What did Ali say to Umar when he wanted to marry Kulthum?
I don't know about hadith, to be honest.
Now watch here. Now Umar would have been 47 and his daughter Kulthum would have been 10 to 12 years old. Now remember that, guys. Hussein and everyone listen. Umar was around 47 years old. Ali's daughter Kulthum would have been 10 to 12. So when Umar says, I want to marry her, what does Ali say about a 10 to 12-year-old? Umar asked Imam Ali for what?
The hand of Bibi Kulthum in marriage. To which Ali replied, O Commander of the Faithful, she is a milk-fed child.
So how can she be still a child at the age of 10 to 12 and Umar 47 and this not apply to Muhammad when Aisha was 9 and he was 54? So Ali's saying she's a child, man. You're 47 years old. What do you want to do with my kid? Now keep reading.
To which Umar replied, by Allah, that is not true. You are seeking to avoid me. Ali therefore ordered that Kulthum have a bath and then wear a shawl. Ali told her to go to the Khalifa, give him my regards, and ask him if he likes the shawl. He can keep it. Otherwise, he should return it. When she came to Umar, he said, may Allah bless you and your father. I like it. Hence, Kulthum came back to her father and told her that Umar did not open the shawl, but just looked at me. Ali married her to Umar, and they had a child named Zayd.
And now this is from Ibn Sa'ad, Kitab al-Tabaqat al-Kubra, Volume 8. But the next one, read the next one from Tariq Khamis, Volume 2. Read the next one.
Omar asked Ali for the hand of his daughter,
Kulthum.
in marriage. Ali replied that she had not yet attained the age of maturity.
Okay, I'm really confused here, Hussein. She was around 10 to 12 years old, and she still hadn't reached puberty. And yet Aisha was 9, playing with dolls and swings, and yet she was mature enough for a 54-year-old to mount her. When Ali says, look, my daughter is a milk-fed child. She's a child. She hasn't reached puberty. You're 47, Umar. What do you want with my daughter? Keep reading.
So Omar was 47 here, and she's 10 to 12. By Allah, this is not true. You do not want her to marry me. If she's underage, send her to me. Thus Ali gave...
In other words, let me examine her. Dude,
Okay.
she's my kid. You're forcing me to send my kid so you can examine her?
All these guys were sick perverts, man.
Yeah, but wait.
What is this? What is this
Let him
anyway?
finish.
Is this supposed to be a
Let him
hadith?
finish. Don't be scared. Keep going.
They do not want her to marry me. If she is underage, send her to me. Thus Ali gave his daughter Kulthum a dress and asked her to go to Omar and tell him that her father wants to know what this dress is for. When she came to Omar and gave him the message, he grabbed her hand and forcibly pulled her towards him. Damn.
What a pervert. He's forcing himself on this young child.
Kulthum asked him to leave her hand, which Omar and said, you are a very mannered lady with great morals. Go and tell your father that you are very pretty and that you are not what he said to you, of you.
You see, look, what a pervert. Go tell him you're pretty and you are not too young for me to marry. And then with that, Ali married Kulthum to Umar. Tarikh Khamis, volume 2, Dhikr Kulthum, page 384. Also, you can find in Zakhair al-Aqba. But now the next one says that Umar forced Ali to give her into marriage.
Omar asked for the hand of Ali's daughter. Ali replied that she is too young. Omar eventually made Ali desperate.
Are you catching it? These are Sunni sources. These are not Shia sources.
Are these hadiths?
These are Sunni sources quoting reports, narrations. Ibn Sa'd is collecting hadiths. Don't play that game.
My word, I mean, heard this twak al-Makadika.
I'm shocked, as if you're a scholar. Ali replied that if she is too young, Umar eventually made Ali desperate, and he climbed the pulpit declaring by Allah, I have made Ali desperate, as I heard Rasulullah say, that on the day of judgment, all family trees shall be severed, save those of my family. By the orders of Ali, Kulthum was then groomed and sent to Umar. When Umar saw her, he got up, took her in his lap, kissed her. What a pervert, dude. And showered blessings on her. When she got up to leave, he grabbed her ankle and said, tell your father that I'm willing. When she returned home and told her father about what had transpired, Ali married her to Umar. So now guys understand, Ali's daughter is around 10 to 12. Let's go with 12. Let's be generous. Umar is around 47 years old. What's Ali's objection? She is young. She's a child. She hasn't reached puberty. Why are you wanting to marry her? And yet Muhammad, 54-year-old, marries a 9-year-old playing with dolls and on swings. I guess she wasn't too young for Muhammad, and he wasn't too old. So I just gave you 2 examples. Muhammad's daughter, Fatima, was either 9 or 19, and he said to Abu Bakr and Umar, Abu Bakr was in his 50s, Umar in his 40s, you guys are too old for my daughter. He wasn't too old for Abu Bakr's daughter. He was 54, and Abu Bakr's daughter was 9. The second example, Ali's daughter, Kulthum, she's around 10 to 12. Umar's around 47 years old, and he says, I want to marry her. And Ali says, she's a child. She hasn't reached puberty. She's too young. And Umar says, no, she's not. How is it okay for your prophet to marry a 9-year-old, but it wasn't okay for Abu Bakr and Umar to marry Fatima? She was either 9 or 19. And why did Ali object that Kulthum's too young for you, even though she's 10 to 12, and Umar is only 47? How come your prophet gets away with a free pass?
I told you already, Sam, yeah, that he got a revelation to marry.
Okay, so the argument, let me just get it. The argument wasn't what you first said. It was okay at that time to marry 9. It's no, because Allah gave him revelation. So you change your argument.
My argument was it was happening anyway at that time with some people.
How is it happening when Ali is upset about it and your prophet said, hey man, my daughter's too young for you guys? How's it happening when your prophet said,
your voice
my 9 or 19-year-old daughter is too young for you 51-year-old or 41-year-old? How's that happening? So now are you saying that it's because Muhammad received revelation, wahi, and he saw her in a dream twice? Do you think the real angel of God, Gabriel, would show a child, a minor, to a prophet in order to entice a prophet to lust and fantasize for a minor? Or do you think that's Satan?
Sorry to cut in. He just wrote that your voice is gone. Maybe he wants to bail out. I don't know.
Yeah, but this is what happened every time conveniently when some my connection. Oh yeah, okay.
Mari ikut Yesus. Mari ke jalan yang benar. Tuhan berkati.